Okay, YouTube. Today I'm gonna do my review of the Engle live bait cooler that's comparable to the Frable cooler. I'm gonna turn my phone to the side. It comes with a aerator that you can also plug into the cigarette lighter adapter of your car. It's a cooler. I want to make sure the things I'm testing for is that does it hold water. I see a little bit of leakage, but that's not enough to cause any damage. That's cool. And I think it goes for about $69. I might have to double check that, but just Google Engle Live Bait Cooler 19 quarts. Um for the price, it's a nice cooler. And the thing about it is, especially on today, because it's like 90 something degrees today. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's 90 degrees and I'm actually on a lake. Um, I have my normal 5-gallon bucket. Um, the thing about it is that I just got fresh water, and in my bubble box, in my 5-gallon bucket, the water was getting kind of hot. So when I know to change, when I know things not right, the fish start jumping. And I had 2 creek chubs, what is probably my favorite bait, and I had 3 of them. 2 of them died in the bucket, which made me bring out the cooler. The cooler is not mine; it's a friend of mine's. But I said, let me just do a review. That'll be a good YouTube video. So this is the Engle Live Bait Cooler review, and this is the bucket. Now the bucket is Old Faithful. The bucket is you probably can get a bucket for $3 or $4, maybe 5 at the max at Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot or somewhere like that. If you go to a bait store, it's gonna be a lot more. But you can get this bubble box, which is Frable. I think for about $7 or $8, maybe $10 at the most, set between $7 and $10. This lid is maybe about $5. So let's just say $4 for the bucket, $5 for the lid, that's $9, and then $7 for the bubble box, that's $16. And then let's just add this on to the net, that's $1. So let's just say $17 for this setup. And this setup is $89, but it's a lot more efficient. At first I was thinking that the seal didn't hold, but it was the way that you have to watch how you put the net. You have to watch how you put the net in there. And I gotta be honest, because at first this is my boy cooler, so I fish a lot more than he does. So one day we were fishing and he had some good bait, some yellow bellies. If I say that, you know what I fish for. And he didn't want to give them away. I got a 125-gallon tank, and I tend to keep bait as long as I can. And he let me use the cooler. He hasn't came and got it, so I decided to do a matter of fact, I better run it. Look, I'm actually got it ran wrong. I better run it because that's the only thing. I don't know his bubble, his aerator, his line. That's the only thing I can say bad about it. The line it's been sitting in my, now it could just because it's sitting in my car and it dry rotted. But this line right here is it dry rotted or something, because when I plugged it in, it didn't cause bubbles. But I keep a couple of extra ones. I keep a couple of extra ones because I'm on my aerator. That does tend to happen. So I mean, that's the thing. I'm not gonna blame. The only thing I got to say is that he just got this. This is fairly new, so it shouldn't. And that's a beautiful thing about this, because you can pull them out and you can, get the baits you want or whatever. And I'm gonna set that down there, and then I'm gonna put the air in there. But that actually comes from a Frable. So Frable actually has something comparable to this. I think it's like $20 more. Which if Frable was smart, they would go ahead and come down, because I think they would sell a lot more. Because the way they got their set up is that and this go for Engle or Frable, because I'm not loyal. If one of y'all want to sponsor me, I will definitely be a sponsorman. But this is not a bad thing. Engle, I think it's $20 less, but it's not as fancy. The Frable one, it sits on top of it and it cleans up real well. I mean, that's more my mess than it is his mess. I don't know what he just found him something to eat. Oh, I dropped a fish. Give me my fish. Give me. He got a fish. Nah, let him have it. He got a fish, but hey, that's part of the video. He got one of my fish. He hopped out, but it's all good. And let's just say the Engle cooler, let's just say out of a 10, I'll give it a 7. I haven't tried the Frable, but I'll give it a 7. My bucket, I mean, considering it only costs $17, and actually I can get I really don't even prefer the Frables. I actually prefer the Bass Pro Shop version, and it's funny because I threw one away today. I'm gonna go in this trash can right here, but I actually threw one away. But I've had this thing like 5 years. And I know I probably could fix it. Something, I think it got wet, and it normally have a seal around it, but I would actually go with the Bass Pro Shop and a bucket from, that's not even the bucket I was showing you guys because I fish a lot. I would go with the bucket from like Walmart. I would get the lid from a bait store. If you live in Cincinnati, I would go either to Hamilton Bait and Tackle, or if you're in Kentucky, I would go to Latonia Bait and Tackle, because them is my bait stores. Hamilton Bait and Tackle in Cincinnati area, and Latonia Bait and Tackle in Kentucky. But Bank Fishing B Jackson, and this is my Engle cooler review. I would give it a 7 out of 10 because it's not a bad cooler for the price. I mean, it's smaller than the, I don't think it holds as much water as the bucket, or maybe just as much, but for the price, if you put it like this, if I can afford it, I would go with the cooler. But if you're just a budget fisherman, go with the bucket, but get a instead of getting the Frable, get the Bass Pro Shop aerator. All right, Bank Fishing B Jackson.